because I love you, I'm going to sacrifice for you. That feels like love, right? 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 Hi, I'm Kiran with Mystic Girl in the City, because a little mystic advice can go a long way in a pinch. So we have a long history in our culture and our society globally of equating sacrifice with love, except that doesn't really feel like love, does it? On the one hand, this is a really old practice. We see this with religion, when some of the elders or the higher-uppers, the monks, the priests, they have access to God. And so in order to serve that, we serve them. We sacrifice our own authority to them, and they give us access to God. But we also see this with relationships. A parent sacrifices for their children in order to show love. It's equated. I gave up my life for you. I gave up my time, my money for you. And we have this thick equation where sacrifice equals love in parental relationships. We also see this in friendships. Tit for tat. If I give you this, you'll give me that. If I sacrifice this, then you'll sacrifice that. And this time of the year, it's really easy for this modality to creep in. But the thing is, love is simpler than that. Love is just love. You may not know this, but you actually can't fall out of love, because love just doesn't work like that. Love moves, and it continually moves, although appropriate relationship or right alignment doesn't necessarily have to be given up in order to express love. So the highest value of all human beings is freedom. Every human being in the world wants freedom. So really, if we're going to express love to someone, what we would ultimately be doing is offering them freedom. So how do you do that? This is where my consensus training comes in. This is where you ask your beloveds what they most want, instead of asking them to sacrifice for you. And the same is true for yourself. Instead of sacrificing for your loved ones, choose your own freedom. That is much closer to the expression of love. And fundamentally, what you actually want to give every living being, especially the ones you love, is freedom. You want to give freedom. Sacrifice, that's not something we want to give or receive, especially not when we're meaning to say love. So ultimately, all that one needs to do is check in when you're asking someone. Check in and ask them what it is that they would really like or really want, and give them the freedom to have that. At the same time, you can check in with yourself to see what you really would like or you really would want. Now, society usually calls this selfish. In reality, this is consensus. Regardless, you would give the gift of freedom instead of giving the gift of sacrifice. And it's up to you, frankly. You can give whatever you want. I personally would like to receive freedom. If you would like more tips and tools from me, you just have to hit that subscribe button, and I will be here every Wednesday offering you little advice along the way. And I love to hear from you. So just leave your comments down below. I will personally read them all, and I'll see you here next week.